As you can see here, I am farming and I see here an elite pack and I don't want to go back. So I will cast Saw and I will cast Hunter and I can move faster. Gamers all around the world. Today we're gonna talk about one of the best Spiritborn build in terms of speed farming. So 72 seconds speed farm with Quill Volley build. C'est parti. Okay guys, so this is my speed farm Quill Volley build, and as I said in the introduction, is that you don't have to create another Spiritborn and you don't have to switch from another build. You can push your pit with your triad Quill Volley build and you just have to do this variant that will allow you to speed farm in 72 seconds. It's really powerful. You can one-shot all the boss, you can one-shot all the game. It's really strong in hordes, in nightmare dungeons, and you can really speed farm the pit. So here we go. Maybe you've seen my latest video. We've made a great tool, my friend, an XP calculator on the Sagittarian codex. You got the tier list, you got all the good stuff here for you. I will put the link in the description, and as you can see here, this is one of the best speed farm build for the game actually, because we can farm pit 100 plus in 72 seconds, and we can also speed farm in under 3 minutes pits over 125 plus. So this is the best powerful speed farm build. So you got all my variants of the build Quill Volley on Diablo 4 build GG. And this is the Sagittarian Cheddar Quill Volley build, because we love orange number, we love orange, we love Cheddar. And as you can see here, I'm wearing orange, my hat is orange, my legs are orange. So this is the Cheddar Quill Volley build. Here we go, my friends. You got all the gear and skill tree, Paragon, Mercenaries, notes, and Showcase. So we start with the build, and the first thing that you will have to note is that we need Checo. We need Harlequin Crest because it gives us plus 4 ranks to all skills. So this is great in terms of power and cooldown reduction. We have max life, cooldown reduction, maximum armor, maximum resource. So this is a great help for our build. And with my speed farm version, I will remove Scourge and I will take free Soar. So Chaco gives us plus 4 to all skills and rank. Then I can take Soar, and Soar will help us in some situation that I will show you just here. As you can see here, I'm farming and I see here an elite pack and I don't want to go back. So I will cast Saw and I will cast Hunter, and I can move faster if I'm struggling with walls or if I'm stuck in the pit. It's helped us a lot in this situation, and this is the only way to use Saw. We don't have to spam Saw on cooldown, we just have to use it when we need it. And Scourge is not really efficient with the speed farm build. So this is the first thing. In our action bar, we're gonna take Hunter, my friends, because Hunter gives us stacks of ferocity, good for attack speed, good for damage, can reset also. Here when we are fighting and we kill monster, it can reset, you can move faster, you can go through the wall. Armor Hide because it gives us ton of damage with the aspects of redirected force, so insane. We're gonna use Ravager because Ravager allows us to move faster and gives us good vigor generation. So this is great. As you can see here, up. As you can see here, up. My character is kind of teleporting on my targets. You can attack all the different targets in the map and move really faster. So great. So I explained you just before, Quill Volley, one of the best skill on the game actually. And Vortex to regroup monster is really strong. We're gonna see some passive. It's pretty standard, but we replay with free Soar with Chaco. We don't have to take all defensive passive because the goal is to speed farm, is not to push, so we can deal with damage easily. Vigorous here, just to take balance exertion, core skill, costs more vigor but more damage. Follow through, more damage also. We're gonna take 1 point here, focal point. Then we need Apex, more damage increase to vulnerable targets. Mirage, because we need unrestrained power. We deal 16 increased damage while we are unstoppable. And as we play with Gorilla in Second Spirit, we are fully unstoppable. So this passive is really strong. Ravager, I explained to you why. I just take 1 point in endurance, 1 point in perseverance. It's okay because you don't have a great amount of damage reduction. So it's a good deal. Armor hide. I put just 1 point here in Pantheon guard because we gain free 10% block chance, more damage, resilience. Full point in resilience because max life is more damage. Brilliance, skill damage increase with our movement speed, and we're gonna tone of movement speed. But on here, more damage increase with Jaguar skill, Furnace, more critical strike damage per stack of Ferocity, really strong. And here, pretty standard passive resolution, casting ultimates grants you more damage on elite. Double this damage if we are fighting one enemy, so this is great for boss fight. Maximum vigor, so more damage. Supremacy here, more damage when we cast our ultimate skill, so this is also great for great damage dealing. So those three are great for the tone of damage. We're gonna put 5 points on the Hunter. This is important because this reduces the cooldown of the skill with Chaco. We got 9 points here, so this is great for better mobility, better damage. And finally, our best passive, Prodigy's Tempo, because we got half of Chaco every third consecutive cast of the same basic skill, and this reduces as fuck our cooldown every third consecutive cast of the same core skill. And Quill Volley with KPDK is a core skill and a basic skill, so it's so insane. Now the skill variation can just choose more resistance, can swap some passives to take more defensive points in perseverance, for example, or maybe some point in diminishment. If you need more defense, you can swap the passive skills. Okay, my friend, now the spirit, the first spirit is the Jaguar, because we deal more damage. All our skill are now Jaguar skill, and this fits well with Potent and Furnace. And we take as a second spirit Gorilla, because we gain 2 resolve stack, and resolve stack are one of the best source of damage with the aspect of interdiction, because we gain more block chance with resolve stack, so we gain more damage with redirected force. So this is a fucking good deal to have resolve stack to do more damage. And because it's a speed farm build, we are full-time unstoppable, so this is great also. Now the weapon, we use KPDK because this stuff is fucking amazing, my friends. It's really important because 1 point of vigor is 3% more critical strike damage, so this scale fucking well. More critical strike damage. We're gonna master rock 3 times each, chance for core skill to hit twice, because as you can see here, when I cast 1 Quill Volley, this casts double Quill Volley each time with 94%. So this stuff is so amazing. Now, my friends, for the runes and gems, pretty standard for gems. We are using Amethyst because we need Barrier generation for play full time with Barrier, and we need the 122 Barrier bonus Barrier generation, and Bulk Quartz gives us 45 Barrier generation. And for amulet and rings, you have to put gems of your choice. You can put Skull for armor, Diamond for overall resistance, or specific resistance with Amethyst, Emerald, or even Topaz, stuff like that. So yeah, we use Poké because this gives us Ulquark, and in this variant I will play with Xolcree because Xolcree invoke a Spiritborn Vortex. So this is really great for packing monster. You will cast even more Vortex. So this is really strong to clean the map with more Vortex and more Vortex size. For the Mercenary, we are using Raya because we deal more damage to enemies that are taunted by Raya. We got plus 15% of armor, more damage reduction, and we are using also Vaiana as reinforcement because Vaiana gives us Bloodthirst, and Bloodthirst gives us more attack speed. Here we got 10% attack speed, so this is a good deal here. Now, what are the best in slot stat for this build? So the best stats are our main stat, Dexterity, because it grants ton of multiplicative damage. as multiplicative damage Vigor. Vigor is really important because it scales really well with our KPLK. Critical strike damage is also good. In this build, you have to focus 12 frame breakpoint with this frame calculator made by Sanctum. You have to calculate your attack speed. Here you just check all the marks and you fill the case. You have to make a copy to use it, and you just have to reach 12 frames per second. The cap is 11 frames, so you can try to reach 11 frames, but you have to get a perfect gear. But if you reach 12 frame breakpoint, it's really okay to play this build. To reach these states, you will have to masterwork your perfect gear on attack speed on some pieces of your gear. Another cap to reach, you'll have all the calculator in my codex, thanks also to Sanctum for the job, and you just have to check your vigor generation. And with the calculator, you just have to fill the blank. You put your intelligence ratio generation here. Just look here, I'm 24% here. Your character vigor generation, not vigor regeneration, but vigor generation, 36%. I play with one vigorous passive, Measured Ravager. We all got Measured Ravager because we played with this upgrade, 30%. And the Ring of Midnight Sun value here, Midnight Sun, is 47%. And some vulnerable or even damage, if you don't have perfect gear, it's okay. For defensive stat, if you have a low gear, you have to reach 1000 armor. This is the armor cap, and you have to check your resistance also because the cap is 70%. With my gear, I don't really care about resistance because we did ton of damage, ton of barrier generation, and I'm not even capped with this build. As you can see here, you can use also incense to cap your resistance. Now we're gonna check the gear. For this gear, we play with 3 units. We play with KPLK. This is solid state because maximum resource, critical strike damage. We cast twice each Quill Volley. Amazing scaling with critical strikes for every point of vigor when we consume core skill when we are full in vigor. We play with Midnight Sun because with Midnight Sun we will deal big orange damage thanks to our vigor generation. We just need 240 vigor. Banished Lord Talisman is bugged because it doesn't take in count the cost Quill Volley, so 240 vigor generation will allow you to guarantee overpower and critical overpower, and we fully benefit of these 3 uniques, KPLK, Midnight Sun and Banished Lord Talisman. It allows you to deal just ton of overpower. This is so insane, my friend. Full orange damage as a mythics, a Harlequin Crest, as I said, and one of the best mythics for the moment is Shroud of Full Days because +1 to hold passive, max life, more damage, hold stats, resource generation. This is really great. I was really lucky to loot this one on duel. And for the rest, you got all good stats here and masterwork. Harlequin Crest is really good if you have a GA on max life and maximum resource. You can perfect maximum life, but it's also okay if you have point in maximum resource or cooldown generation. Chest armor, maximum life. Now the glove, dex, maximum life, attack speed. If you try to reach 11 frames, put 3 masterwork in attack speed, 1 here and 2 proc on the ring. Because we want a vortex size, it's really great with our runes to have vortex size because we cast a lot of vortex and we use vortex also with our bar skill. Overpower temper are also great. Pants, basic skill armor, max resolve, this is so great. Boots win in movement speed. Maximum life on amulet, masterwork, perfect. Dexterity, masterwork on Midnight Sun ring. We need attack speed, maximum life and dexterity, and a weapon chance for core skill hit twice, my friend. So in this build you don't have to play with Mystic Cycle Temper because we are moving so fast and we are not playing with Ritual on our Paragon board. So we take our power damage and remove Mystic Circles. And yeah, in this build the particularity is the vortex size. This is really good and really great in hordes also. Now my friend, we're gonna check the aspects. We got 4 aspects because we play with a lot of uniques and mythics. Duelist because it gives us more ferocity stacks, and ferocity stack grants us more attack speed and more damage. Interdiction, more result stack. We gain more block chance per result stack, and as you can see here, we got 23 result stack, and we gain 15% per each result stack. This is so great. And redirected force, we gain increased critical strike damage equal to 70% of our block chance, and blocking double this bonus for 10 seconds. So the combination of these two aspects is really strong. And finally, we play with rebounding aspect because we get larger sight of AoE, and it's really practical to clean the map and have a better cleave. That's all for the aspects guide. Now, before check our Paragon board, I will show you some gameplay of the build. Here we go.
Okay guys, now the Paragon board. The difference between the Speedfarm build and Triad version, to put the pit, is that we don't play with Mystic Cycle, so we don't play with Ritual. Okay, so we start with the first board with the Spirit, because more critical strike damage to enemies. We take max life here, with tenacity, more damage here also with prime. Skillful, more damage, critical strike damage, more damage to elite, critical strike damage, so this is really great. Spiritual and skillful. Second board is viscous shield because this is bugged and this is grants us fucking ton of damage based on max life and barrier. We take bristle, more damage reduction when we have barrier, more armor with slayer, sentinel, more luck heal, lightning resistance. You can put a point here if you need more lightning resistance, primer ward, more barrier generation, more critical strike damage, and the glyph that I use is Headhunter because it grants a plus 100 bonus to all normal nodes within the range, and you have to take all the dexterity points here that gives you extra damage with the scaling of the dexterity. I am 266 Paragon level for the moment, so I will take those points later. The third board will take Revealing, more damage our crowd control enemies, and we have a chance to knock down the vulnerable enemies, so this is great. Maximum life with Heaven, Sentinel, luck hit chance, attack speed grounded, and we use Colossal because we deal a 2% multiplicative increased damage for each stack of result we have, and we got 23 result stacks, so I'll let you do the math. This is really great. The fourth board is sapping, really important to have a good vigor generation. We deal also 30% increased damage for 5 seconds. We'll put Hubris on this board. Why Hubris? Just because Hubris grants bonus to all magic node within the range, and as you can see here, it gives us a ton of maximum resource, and maximum resource increase a lot of damage. So this is so great. More damage here, concentrating, more damage, dexterity, spiteful, attack speed, dodge chance, resistance of element with Daniel, resource generation with opportunities, and the final board is Convergence. We deal bonus damage, especially from our lightning damage, equal to 20% up to 30%. And we put the Fulminate Glyph because we deal more lightning damage to healthy and injured enemy. Each point of intelligence we put here gives us lightning damage. So for fully benefit to Convergence, you have to be sure to have 150 lightning damage. After we take Rainius, more non-physical damage with Elementalis, more maximum life, so more damage again with training, more damage with skillful, and more damage with Spearhead. Okay guys, that's all for the Paragon board. And finally, Elixir and Incense. If you don't care about resistance, you can take Curse of War, Redamin Buzz, because all gives us more damage and max life. Spirit Dance also for dodge bonus because this is a type 1 instance, and we don't have a big choice from type 1 instance. Elixir of Fortitude, the best one. This brings us 20% of maximum life. This is great for damage. Don't forget to play with Opal also to have a full experience. And my friend, I will give you some tips with the gameplay. The 72-second run. So here we go. The first thing is that you can see is Vortex is really great. The size of the Vortex is important, and we can cast it manually from our bar skill, and we will cast a lot of Vortex with our runes, the Kree rune. As you can see here, we jump with the Hunter, really good for mobility. And with Ravager, we reach really fast the next pack and the next stretch and the next monster, as you can see here. So if you look my mouse, I'm searching monster to rush them with a Ravager and move faster. I never use Saw. Just use Saw if you are stuck and if you have to go through the wall, or maybe if you have no monster in the area. But Saw is just in case of. So this build is really insane in terms of speed farm, as you can see here. Just 1 minute and we will finish this. Damage are so dumb, my friend. This build is so crazy. I really like. I think this is the. Maybe with Eved Spiritborn, this is the best build for speed farm, and it's even more powerful. Look at the timer, 13 and 48 seconds to finish the 101 level pit. Bam! Boss is one shot. The damage are so insane, and the clean was fast. Another thing that I want to show you, my friend, as you can see here, with not perfect gear, with not mystic circle, just with this speed farm build. This is why I think it's better than the evade build, because you can speed farm in under 3 minutes, tire 155, and we finish here in 2 minutes and a half, maybe. Yeah, 2 minutes and a half. This level of pit, this is really great. Okay, my friend, I hope you like this video, and as you can see here, my beer man is a fan of the build. I really think this is one of the best, or maybe it's the best speed farm build of the Spiritborn. Evade build is really great to speed farm, but it's not as powerful as this build, and you can't really speed farm at high level with evade. You can speed farm with evade between the level 80 or maybe 100 plus, but with Quill Volley speed farm build you can speed farm over than the 125 plus level of pit. So guys, I hope you like this video. I invite you to check my codex EXP calculator, how tier list, and all the good build here, my friend. You got an endgame guide, the endgame activity, and the rewards of those activity, the infernal horde tier list, the drop rate of mythics, the perfect masterwork probabilities, all good things that I cooked for you, my friends. And if you want to give me strength, my friend, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, put a thumbs up and drop a comment down below. I will so much appreciate, my friend. You can also come and say hi to my Twitch channel. I'll give you a broke check. It was Sagittarian, thanks for following me, and we'll meet very soon in Sanctuary.